Hey guys, my name is Boris. I'm a physician assistant, and today is a pre-PA Q&A where I answer questions from pre-PA students, people applying to PA school, hoping to get into PA school. And this one actually comes from Instagram. So I posted a story on Instagram basically thanking this one person for giving me a lot of encouragement, that they said that they really liked my YouTube videos. They said that they were helping them. And honestly, after a year of practicing medicine and getting to a lot of other avenues and things that I want to do, this channel was something I was kind of lacking motivation for. And this person's comments really motivated me to keep helping pre-PA students, because I know it's such a big community, a community that I was a part of. When I had a really low GPA, I was trying so hard to get into school. It's just like the thing that I wanted more than anything. And being a couple years removed from that process just kind of makes you lose focus on it, because you're just not there anymore. Being a practicing PA, taking for granted how hard I actually worked to have to get here, because now I'm just focused on, being a PA and doing my things and living my life. But so this person's comments just really spoke to me, and I do want to continue helping pre-PA students. So what I did was I posted that on Instagram, also with a question asking my followers, what do you guys want to know as far as, getting into PA school? What questions do you have? How can I help you? What video topics would be valuable for you in trying to get into PA school, right? And so this is from one of those, and this person asks which path to take, post-bac program or community college classes, I'm assuming to get your GPA up and become more competitive for PA school. They left that part out, but the question literally says post-bac program or community college classes. So the easy answer to this is my favorite answer, it depends. But I just want to explore that very, very quickly. So the only reason you're probably considering post-bac versus community college classes is actually, I guess, two reasons. One, to get your GPA up. Let's say your GPA is not competitive or not competitive enough, so you want to get that up to become more competitive for PA school. Totally valid. Another reason you might be doing it is because you lack certain prereqs, or maybe you weren't even a science major, maybe you lack all of your prereqs for, that you need for most programs, such as A&P 1 and 2, general chemistry, sometimes organic chemistry, sometimes biochemistry, nutrition, genetics. Programs kind of vary by these things, but there are a core group of prereqs that you really need. So those are the two reasons you are probably considering post-bac versus community college classes, either to get your GPA up and become more competitive, or to get certain classes that you need just to simply even apply those prerequisite classes. So regardless of which of these reasons you have for trying to do a post-bac program or community college, I have basically the same answer. And my answer is ask the programs that you want to apply to. The reason I say this is because I literally had to do this when I was applying to PA school. So when I was applying, I was already close to 10 years out from my bachelor's. I graduated in 2021. No, I did not. I graduated with my bachelor's, in 2011. I graduated from college, and then, I went to the military and did all these other things. So it had been like 6 years or so at that point since my undergraduate education. And so I was lacking a few prereqs, but mostly my GPA was low. And so this program that I really wanted to get into, the program I ended up actually going to, Lemoyne College, there's the degree on the wall right there. So I actually went and I completed the program, got certified and everything. What I did was I got to know the dean of admissions at that time very, very well, and asked her, several times. I met with her a bunch of different times. What do I need to do? What do you recommend? And then I actually, did exactly what she told me to do to the best of my ability. And, the rest is history. So in my case, because I only had to retake a couple of prereqs, that wasn't really the main thing that I needed. What I needed was to show that I could actually handle a rigorous academic environment for a full academic schedule. So not just like one class here and there, but 4 classes at a time, 5 classes at a time, including at least 2 or 3 higher level bio or chem classes. So to show, basically to simulate a PA school environment with my undergraduate education, because I had failed to do that in my actual undergraduate education. I had failed to prove that I was a good student because I wasn't a good student. I was a crappy student. And so I basically had a lot of making up to do. I had to show the PA school that I am a good student, or I can be. So basically what I needed to do was not take specific classes. I just needed to take a whole bunch of classes and get very good grades. She literally told me, you got to get straight A's, and I did. And the rest is history, like I said. So in that case, a structured post-bac might be a better idea, just because you're actually at a 4-year institution. Usually these post-bacs are at quite prestigious institutions too, so they know the classes are quite tough. So taking a full load and doing very, very well, getting straight A's or damn close to straight A's shows that you're a good student, shows that you're competitive. Downside of that, of course, is they're expensive. So if you take a full load at a community college, it's going to be much cheaper for you. However, reputation is the classes are going to be much easier, so that speaks much less of your academic abilities. This is not an official, statement from any one school. This is just my opinion and the opinion of the dean of admissions of the school that I went to, which is exactly what she told me. She told me, here and there, 1 or 2, 3 or 4, whatever community college classes kind of scattered throughout your undergraduate education. That's cool. That's fine. It's for convenience to save money. We all understand. But the bulk of your classes, the bulk of you showing us that you're good academically needs to come from a 4-year college, not a community college. Not online, an actual butt in the seat, difficult kind of a 4-year college environment. That speaks the best to your academic abilities. If you just need to take, a small handful of prereqs, not all of them, but 2 or 3 maybe, I would probably limit at that. Then yeah, community college is probably okay. Make absolute sure you get an A, and assuming you have a lot of other prereqs and a lot of other science classes, you've taken a full load, you have a solid GPA, you have really solid experience, a few community college classes here and there could probably slide, but I definitely would not have the bulk of your classes, especially the bulk of your prereqs and science classes from a community college. Take that advice for what you will. That's the advice that I'm basically parroting from the dean of admissions that I talked to that basically helped me become a competitive student and actually get into school. It's not an official response from any one school. Take this information for what you will. This is definitely not official admissions advice in any way, but this is definitely my opinion. And I don't want you to spend a whole bunch of money just based on my opinion. So that's why my first advice is to call and schedule a meeting, or just in some way contact the admissions offices of the schools that you actually want to go to, you realistically think you're going to get into, and talk to them, ask their advice. I have X, Y, and Z, this many classes, these prereqs that I need to take, or I just want to get my grades up. Would you guys think that it would be better to take a post-bac, or maybe make my own post-bac at a 4-year institution, which is a third option this person didn't mention, or just take all these classes at community college? What do you guys think? What would you do? And then do exactly what they tell you to do. So that would be my advice on community college versus post-bac. I went the post-bac route, but also I was in kind of a privileged situation in not having to pay for my post-bac because I had the post-9/11 GI Bill from being in the military. So, they paid for tuition, they gave me a housing allowance, they paid for my books. So price was not a factor in that case, even though it was a very expensive post-bac. But for a lot of people who do not have the GI Bill, which is most of you out there, that definitely is a very strong factor, whether or not you're going to choose the community college or the post-bac route. But at the end of the day, cost is important, but still getting into PA school, becoming a PA, making that money at the end is what's really important, and probably more important than the cost of the program that you choose to go to. So, take that for what you will. The obvious goal is trying to get into PA school, so whatever facilitates that the best is what you actually want to do. Again, not official advice, just my opinion. But yeah, that's what I would say on this question of post-bac versus community college. I'm assuming for getting your grades up and or trying to make up some prereqs that you need to do. All right, guys, hopefully that was helpful. If you guys have any questions about pre-PA, applying to PA school, getting through PA school, studying, getting your first job, working as a physician assistant, all the things that I've done, all the things that I'm currently doing, let me know, comment on this video, message me on Instagram, email me, however you want to get a hold of me, through my website, Boris the PA, whatever is easiest for you. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Let me know how I can help you get into PA school. And yeah, hopefully that was helpful. I'll see you guys in the next video.